sunshine. We are up and about on this Monday morning, getting ready to go to the W2. Looking like this. The swelling, I would say, has gone down some, but it is definitely not gone away. Neither has the numbness. It really should have worn out by now. And I'm starting to be very afraid. Well, let's not use the word afraid. I'm a little bit worried, let's say that. A lot of bit worried, to be more accurate. My reason being, when they pulled, when they x-rayed my wisdom tooth, the dentist himself said, we're a little worried because it's right there, right against the nerve. And, he just spoke on some of the cautions of pulling it and the likelihood that the part of the tooth that's closest to the nerve would remain, and, he would extract the rest. As it turns out, though, he was able to extract the whole tooth, which I thought was a good deal. But I'm beginning to wonder if there was a problem with the nerve, because I'm telling you, at one point, although it only lasted for seconds, this same area that's numb felt like it was something like on fire. Yeah, it did. It was pretty darn painful for a few seconds there. That's when the lady kept saying, just breathe, and all that other foolishness that I'm not getting back into. I mean, that's not foolish. I remember them saying breathe through labor pains and all of that. So I guess pain intensifies when you're holding your breath. But Lordy, I told y'all, I was fighting for my life. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about breathing. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to turn on some air in the morning. It's like that. It says 65, but it is feeling much more warm than that. It's humid. That's the issue. Anywho, so we are out and about, getting ready to go to work, and I stopped at Walmart. Today is our Hawaiian themed day, so we're going to have ourselves a little luau. And I guess I kind of thought in the back of my mind, I've already taken care of this. I was wrong. I got Lay's, but I didn't think to get any snacks. To me, a luau means we're going to go outside and, have a little picnic of sorts, or a luau. To see where I'm. So I hadn't really thought that far ahead. But I went to Wally World, and, when you look out into the world, or for me, I guess I wasn't thinking, you gonna move over and share this little skinny road? Thank you, sir. I wasn't thinking so much about what I look like. And I'm sure I look a mess. I got this flower upside my head, this flouncy in the morning dress with a pair of shorts, because I plan on wearing my skirt. I haven't even buttoned it. I'm just letting my bodysuit underneath show. My work lanyard is on. I got some bright yellow shoes, and one more thing. My jaw is looking kind of crazy. I still, again, say I think the swelling has gone down, but it's still kind of obvious. So I was getting second and third looks. Let me tell you who I was looking at. I feel duty bound to tell you when I learned something. So I'm at Wally World. I'm checking out. There's a guy checking out behind me. I ain't think anything of that until he busts a U-turn. Speaking of bust a U-turn, okay. Cops are driving that now. That's good to know. But anywho, the guy pushes his cart out toward the door and he turns back around. I'm on the end, so I haven't yet finished checking out, and I see him come back. Hey, sweetheart, would you mind ringing this up for me? Apparently, when I was walking out, I forgot to ring this up. So if you ring that up for me, I'll go ahead and pay for it. And they let them. That's all you got to do. That's all you. Do you know how many people I've seen go to that little special room right off by the front door with those people who I think they look obvious? It's those shoppers that a lot of times they're shopping for non-dairy items. They're kind of going slow and through aisles. You go somewhere, they happen to be there too, especially if you're around electronics. They always got their groceries somewhere around electronics, but they ain't got no electronics too often in their cart. But anyway, yeah, they went into that special room with one of those people. Not him, though. I somehow forgot. Cute. That's cute. But it worked. That's the lesson there. So I'm passing the word. Me and myself ain't gonna try it. But in the event that I got some triers out there, y'all be cautious. But try that trick. Let me know. Don't say I sent you now. You got no bail money for you. But you can let me know if it worked out. Oh, I tell you what though, if you would be so inclined to do me a huge favor, because I've been reading up on my little YouTube analytics. I'm trying to get a little more intelligent about the thing that I'm doing, because I can genuinely say I have a joy for this. I enjoy especially the comments about people who laughed or smiled at something. It brings me joy, genuinely, to spread a little bit of joy in the world. But I would like to spread my channel a little bit further. Here's what I learned about my analytics. Many people have said, oh, I didn't know you had dropped another video. I didn't get the notification, da 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 da. As it turns out, YouTube isn't notifying people who aren't engaged. They aren't even pushing my video to the people who aren't engaged. So you might be someone who watches it, but if you're that person who, oh, I stumbled across it, I found it on my own and things like that, more than likely it's because you either haven't had an opportunity to hit the like button, which I know a lot of you watch me on your television. On mine, I tried it out before I came talking about it. But on mine, if I'm watching a video of someone's, if I press the down arrow key, down, over, and all that stuff, arrow keys, it'll take me to the thumb, and then I can hit the thumb up. That is going to give you some engagement. I think that helps. But what I know helps is leaving a comment. So if you don't even have time to leave a comment or something like that, and you just drop me a heart, I would appreciate that. That'll let me know. And even better still would be a purple heart. Just let me know, hey, you're thinking about me, and hopefully praying for my mom as well. That would be great. So just a little, if you don't mind doing me a little favor moment there. I hardly ever ask that, but once I saw that, it kind of explained a little bit to me. And I know a lot of people say, I watch, but I never comment and things like that. So if you could just help me out, since you're watching anyway, I would truly appreciate it. All right, so on with a little bit of life. What else is going on? Last week, was it Thursday, I think? I shared, that's what we doing? People just stop in the middle of the road and chit chat. Y'all don't know y'all in the way or nothing. I'm used to cops doing bold stuff like that. I wish I'd have turned the camera. But anyway, it was Thursday that I shared with you all that I gave my friend a little bit of unsolicited advice. And I had to really sit with myself and wonder. I was like, did I do that because it was on the heels of a bad meeting? I was having a bad day? No, it really didn't have anything to do with it. And I won't even say I was having a bad day. It wasn't an unusual day. I've had to deliver that kind of news before. I've had resistant parents before. I've even had parents who came back years later and apologized. That to me, that's a lot of character. A whole lot of character. Like, don't get me wrong, not most of them, very few, but those few people still exhibited a lot of character to me to do that. A lot of people don't admit they're wrong, much less go seek out the person that they were wrong with and then apologize. But anyway, after talking with her about it, nope, there was no ill will. You know how I know? Because she came right back with some more stuff. But this time I did not give her advice. I refrained. And it was just a matter of her talking to me about closure and stuff, which isn't a new topic for her. It isn't a new topic for her and the gentleman about whom she was speaking. It isn't a new topic for her, the gentleman about whom she was speaking, or me. It wasn't a new topic for her, the gentleman she was speaking of, me, or the woman that gentleman listen, it wasn't nothing new about it, but I kept my mouth shut. Yes, it did. I will let you pat me on the back when I'm trying to drive and keep my eyes forward. I know you want to pat me on the back. But other than that, I'm just doing a quick little check-in to say, hey, we on our way to the W2, looking like this. And there's some bruising. It's right in here, which I can't feel it at all. Not even is my finger registering a knot or anything, but how I was hoping there wouldn't be bruising. There's just a little bit, and I'm just hoping it doesn't darken. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm in the sun now, but the trees are, there we go. and say the trees are casting funny shadows. I mean, if it bruises, it bruises, but the bigger goal for me is understanding if there was nerve damage. And I think maybe I'm numb. I'm no doctor, nowhere near. But I'm thinking maybe I'm numb because of the swelling. I've definitely had situations like that happen before. And if that's the case, thank you, God, because I've definitely been throwing up my little prayers, and I sure will accept yours too. It's an odd feeling. It's like every time I put a cup up to my mouth, only half of my mouth fills it. When I'm chewing, I chew very slowly. I already have kind of fatty jaws inside, and I've accidentally bitten my jaw when I had full sensation. So I this can't be the damage for the rest of my life, because I can imagine how much I would tear my jaw up. I'm one of those people. I'm not Googling this or nothing, because I swear you get a little bitty lump or something, you Google it and they'll tell you gotta amputate your whole whatever. So we're just hopeful and prayerful and calling that dentist. Yes, that we're gonna do. We're calling the dentist. It feels so goofy drinking out of one half of my lip. Oops, we need our microphone. And aloha. I should just keep my head turned this way. But you know what's ironic? The kids, who are always in my business, haven't said anything about the swelling or the bruising. Apparently, several people at my job were surprised I was back. They were like, yeah, we didn't think you'd be back on a Monday. And I thought, oh, I must have seriously overestimated this. Maybe next year we'll get another wisdom tooth pulled and I'll be out a couple of days. Yep, I learned my lesson from last year. I need a little more time. But anyway, I called the dentist office because I was concerned about the numbness and all of that. I think I mentioned that on the car ride in. Called them. At first, she didn't seem at all nervous. She asked me if I was taking the methylene medicine. And I told her, yeah, I am. So apparently that was supposed to help with that. I keep feeling numbness and warmness and tingles and all the feels. So it makes me feel like when the swelling goes down, there won't be any nerve damage. Because I promise you, I was like, I'm not looking at Google, because Google going to tell me I need to get a jaw amputation and all the things. So I didn't want to do that. But it's our luau day, as you can see. All right. I went with this skirt. Hey, look at it. Y'all ain't know I had moves like that, did you? It probably looks better on camera than it does in person. Hey. But anyway, so I went with the grass skirt. Of course, I got some shorts on underneath. The kids were really pleased with it, and that's what it's all about. It's for the giggles and grins. But I feel like I was overthinking the snacks, because I was trying to find something with Moana. I was even going with Lilo and Stitch, and I don't know where Lilo and Stitch are from. That was after my daughter's time, as was Moana, but at least I know Moana. I can tell from the name of that. Where are Lilo and Stitch from? I feel like they should be from Hawaii. Could have worn me an Obama shirt, but that would have been a reach. Kids wouldn't understand. We're not going to go political with that. But I ended up getting them some Hawaiian punch. My teammates didn't get any, so my kids' 3/4 of a cup may be brought down to about half a cup, and I'll see if I can share with them across the classes. Hopefully it's enough for that much. And then I got Nilla wafers, because would you believe most of my kids are not familiar with Nilla wafers? We were talking about different snacks and stuff. Oh, they got Takis down. But old school snacks like Nilla wafers, they do know Rice Krispie treats. And it was like Nutter Butters? No idea. None whatsoever that they are. But anyway, I just remembered I need to get my popcorn popper down and pop some popcorn and get ready, because that's going to be their snack as well. So Nilla wafer, don't ask me why we putting it all together. I was desperate. But I was overthinking it because I wanted something with Lilo and Snitch or Snitch. Lilo and Stitch or Moana. And I was thinking of pineapples and why my teammates just get them goldfish? They were like, yeah, fish from the water. Water in Hawaii. Boom. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I Y'all know what I just remembered? And I always remember it after I've done some stuff. These weights, I always remember after I've been moving, sweeping, mopping, because y'all didn't see it, but I washed the dishes and then I went ahead and swept the floors because I don't know, that just go hand in hand to me. But we gonna put them on now because I'm remembering now. And I said I might as well open up this other box. By now, y'all know, I don't know if I told y'all then, that I have a walking pad because it's been raining, thunderstorming, and all of that stuff so much that I said, oh yeah, we're not going to let that deter me. But along with me getting my wisdom tooth pulled, they said I'm not supposed to elevate my heart rate and get my pulse and stuff going up. Somebody need to tell them kids. American children be trying to get my pressure up, but we ain't gonna let them do it. I'll probably start wearing these weights to work. Why they got the second box almost the same size as the first box, like giving birth or something, just to get it out. But in here, this is so sad. I was doing this when I did Vita, and is this upside down? Y'all shipped it to me upside down. Thank you, Amazon. But y'all remember I said I wanted to get a lamp to put in the corner. And that's what this is. And I've had this for a good minute. I thought, self, you need to go on and open that before you mess around and let the 30 days or whatever it is go by. But I have just really been busy between school and everything else. Busy. But I'm at a place where I'm about to slow down. Okay, I almost forgot what it looked like. That's what the lamp's supposed to look like. Y'all can see that. And we're gonna start putting it together, but I'm not gonna kid you. If it's looking like too much tonight, ooh, that's a pretty gold. I like it. But you know, sometimes some golds be too rose and all that. Here, hold on, let me make all this noise. And we'll talk a little bit more. Yeah, I like this gold. It's not too brassy. Come on now, see, this be my pet peeve. I hate to buy something and then I gotta beg to open it. Don't do me like that. Don't make me beg for it. I paid for it. Here we go. Yes, that's just a nice kind of brushed gold. Has a classic kind of look to it. We like that. And it don't look like it's hard to assemble, thank goodness. Because one, she don't want to read directions, and two, she don't want to be up all night fooling with this thing. Does this gold go with that gold? Pretty much, I'm gonna go with a yeah. Do I have any other? Nope, I don't have to worry about it contrasting with any other golds in here, so we good. We is good. Oh, is that it? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, period. Keep it simple. I am so glad this is easy because I'm tired now. I don't know why this is so loose. Must be something to tighten up somewhere. But I'm glad it's easy because that's what I was saying. I have been tired. Like I've been running a lot, doing a lot. I won't say too much because, you know, going to school and stuff, that's an investment for me. So that's a huge part of why I have to do that. It's how, as a teacher,
we get paid more. We got to keep going to school more. Yeah, I'm not feeling this looseness. I'm not understanding. But I'm going to keep on. Everything else, this one tighten. How come that doesn't tighten? We're going to find out, though. But I will say this, because I was thinking about it, like, when am I going to sit down? When am I going to rest? When am I going to... And I'm going to rest. That's my new thing. Now that I'm done with this investment part, I am going to rest whenever I am tired. I'm not going to push myself beyond whatever my tired limit is. Because I honestly feel like as women, a lot of times we get so caught up in being in survival mode and getting to that next level. And I don't know if you're trying to be a boss or what it is, but listen, when I say this, I promise you I'm not saying it to you any more than I'm saying it to myself, because this is really something that I feel a need to really hear and receive for myself, because I am so used to hustle mode. Look, I'm not crazy. This needs to be tightened up. But I'm so used to hustle mode that I'm telling myself that rest isn't something I have to earn. It's something I just deserve. I deserve it because of all that I've already put in. I think, like I was saying about survival mode, there were some periods of my life when I was a single mom and all that stuff. I had to hustle and work and do. And shoot, I'll be honest, I was a single mom even in my marriage a lot of times, because most of the burden really and I shouldn't say burden, but you understand what I mean when I say that. Most of the responsibility of the house and all of that always fell on my shoulders. And so at some point, in some ways, I always felt like I was in survival mode. This is getting on my nerve because I don't know why this is so loose. Y'all see that? Like, why won't this part tighten up like the rest? That's that noise y'all hear. Let me put that on the rug. But yeah, it always felt like I was in some form of survival mode. And I feel like as women, we get so used to that. Certainly me, I got so used to that, sorry about that. I'm bumping y'all all over the place. I don't know how to just sit and rest, or I feel like I have to earn rest. I'll rest as soon as I this and that and these and those. That idea and that notion that we have to completely exhaust ourselves, we have to be completely spent. I mean, I don't know if it's an outside expectation, an inside expectation of us as women or as Black women. I don't know how that works or where that comes from, but I see it. I see it when I look around. I see we as women doing that. On a given Sunday, any given Sunday, I'll see us cooking, preparing, and doing, and all of the things. And I have literally seen where men watch one football game after the other, no sense of how is my child going to have sustenance? How am I going to have my own sustenance? Is the house ready? Is the meal prep for the work week? You know what I mean? Like, they are in true rest mode. They haven't done anything that day, probably not that weekend. And if they did do their 9 to 5, they probably work their 9 to 5 the same hours as their woman who is, flittering about the house, or at least in my case, as this woman was flittering about the house. Why, I look like one more thing need to be screwed on the very bottom here. But yeah, I don't want us to have that notion of we got to do before we can rest. Okay, I see this plug, this outlet. I don't see a picture of the whole unit. Oh, okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Oh, that's heavy. Okay, that's where the weight came from. Oh, where's that knife? But anyway, I just feel like that notion of you got to earn your rest and all of that stuff, that to me, that's a destructive mentality that I know I was guilty of a lot of time. And if you don't know it, May is Mental Health Month. And that's something I really want to get going and I really want to get right. Now, I will say this. Oh, okay, the trim does. I was about to say these golds, I don't know if y'all can see that. They don't perfectly match. But then it comes right back with the trim of it. Let me see how it looks when I put it together. And if I don't like it, you know it's going back. But yeah, during this mental health month, I feel like that don't feel right there. Here, lay down for a minute. Let's see. We need to make sure that we're taking care of our mental, that we're not burning ourselves out and things like that. Because, it's just like how when you are on a plane and they always tell you to make sure you get some oxygen before you try to take care of someone else. That's true in life to me. You really need to do that. Because I feel like, for the most part, a lot of times we don't even know when we're burning ourselves out. It's like, well, I'm still going, I'm still doing this, I'm making it, I'm managing, but at what cost though? No, you might be wearing yourself out. You may be, causing yourself mental damage and harm. Oh, okay. So once it's upright, it doesn't do all that swinging. And the swing, oh, okay, that makes sense. So the swinging is just for me to adjust it and put it like where I want it. No, that makes sense, because y'all see, I was worried at first. What y'all think it is? Just a little simple, goes from cool to warm. You can adjust it front, back like that, but not up, down, and around. So I'm not mad at that. I could put it over my chair a little bit. It's really for the look and the vibe anyway, if I'm being really honest. More so for decor than function, but yep, it is also functional. I will say one thing I'm not too crazy about, and this is me being picky, I don't like that it has a black cord. I don't really understand that. Not too many people have black walls. So to me, it would have made more sense to have a white cord, or at least certainly have one that's less conspicuous. I might have another outlet. I got some pictures I haven't hung behind this couch. Do I have? I think the other outlet is further over. It sure is. So it's gonna have to be visible. My daughter and I, we still need to coordinate our time to get these curtains up. But yeah, it's still gonna be visible unless I get like a white extension cord and then plug this into it on the floor and then hide it behind the couch. Is it that serious? I wish I could say it's not. I wish I could say it's not, but do y'all see? I don't like it. I do not like the black cord. That is my only complaint. So for now, we're gonna leave you plugged in like that. But just know that your days are probably numbered. They probably are. Mm-hmm. I just realized too, I didn't finish my thought about resting. And again, when I say this, I kid you not, I'm saying it more so to myself than I am to y'all. But I feel like a lot of times people feel like they're doing okay. And I'm their strong friend, so I know I'm guilty of this, but we'll feel like we're doing okay, we're doing fine, you know what I mean? Because we're not sliding down the wall, punching air. We're not, in full out panic mode. We haven't crashed and burned or whatever it is people think. And it really doesn't even have to be that dramatic. I think, honestly, a lot of times it can be that irritability I was talking about. It can be the brain fog, and we're thinking it's menopause. A lot of times you might feel checked out because you just have too much on your plate. So you're just going through feeling emotionally numb second guessing yourself, overthinking, because you don't give yourself that time to just rest and recoup. Little things start to make you feel overwhelmed. Again, you got so much on your plate that you're starting to forget the little things or things that you should know, and you start feeling bad. That makes you feel worse. You feel detached because you're in survival mode. You're trying to do all that you can to get this done and get that next thing done and do all the things before you can get yourself to a place of rest. And I just think a lot of us women, we end up feeling burned out and we don't even realize it. Because again, we think we gotta fall out. We gotta completely physically collapse in order to say, okay, wow, yeah, look at that. Oh, girl, yeah, you tired, girl. Go on and get you a little bit of rest. You earned it. And it shouldn't even have to be that. Sometimes you're still on your feet. Just like a functioning alcoholic, you are a functioning, overworked person. You're still on your feet. You're still helping people. You're still being that strong friend, handling the responsibilities and all of that. The only thing is, you just tapped out. You've worn yourself out while you're doing it. So I just want to say during Mental Health Week or month, this month of May, we need to really tap into ourselves and see how we're doing. We need to be our own best friend. The stuff that we would tell a friend if they were sitting across from us going through all the, oh girl, I'm feeling foggy, I'm feeling, less than, I'm tired. We would tell that friend to rest. Tell yourself to rest. Tell ourselves to rest. Because especially for women we're caretakers and mothers and teachers and leaders, the strong friend, going back to that, when we're all of that stuff, we're just under constant pressure to keep going no matter what. But the body can only do so much. And eventually your nervous system is going to start telling you, hey, heifer, now I tried to throw you a couple of rocks, but let me go on and bust you upside the head with these bricks because you're still not getting a point yet. And a lot of times that starts to eat away at us, not just mentally, but it can even do it physically too. People are like, I don't know what happened. I'm eating the same stuff. I'm doing the same stuff. Yeah, you are. That's what it is. That's exactly what happened. You're doing the same stuff. It's a lot. So I just want to say it to you, or at least I want to say it out loud because I'm really also talking to myself. But this whole notion of us being that boss chick and we can do this, that, a third, and another, and glorifying ourselves as overworkers and glorifying overextension and all that over sacrificing, and no, that's just not the move. We wonder why a lot of women feel mentally drained and all of those other things. I've even seen women comparing themselves to women who are really doing that. No, we got to let that go. We're not lazy if we rest, We're maintaining ourselves. We're maintaining ourselves mentally, physically, psychologically. All of those things matter. And you don't have to fall completely apart in order to say that, yes, I matter, and yes, I deserve a rest. I even deserve care. Make sure you're giving yourself self-care and all the things. Because honestly, learning to rest before you burn out, that's probably one of the best, healthiest things you can do for yourself in terms of self-care. Like, we talk about self-care and we think it's all about the nails and the hair but during Mental Health Month, I'll probably be talking about more things because I know that I'm guilty of several things. And in the event that you are too, maybe we're going to get ourselves right.